Hello guys, I'm about to make my favorite noodles. Well, I'm not gonna make it, I'm gonna warm it up. My aunt made my favorite Vietnamese noodles. It's called bún bò Huế. It's a spicy beef noodle soup, and I got to take a doggy bag home. I'm so excited. And I also want to talk about lupus and dating. Stay tuned. For anyone eating bún bò Huế, you always want to make sure you're wearing black because the splashing is no joke. It's oily, it's orange, it will stain your shirt and you will not be getting it out, even if you wash it right away, because I've tried. So, rule number 1, always wear something dark or a bib. Stinky in the best way possible. Rule number 2, always have a big soup bowl because that also minimizes the splashing and you really want to enjoy having space with all of the veggies and meats that go on top. Are delicious veggies, all sorts of yummy veggies in here. There's perilla leaves, my favorite herb. They're so good. I ate like a bunch of them just by themselves. Let's see, purple, look at that, look at that, so good. Look at that beauty. Okay, girl talk now. So, as you all know, lupus is a serious chronic disease. I'll always be on medication that suppresses my immune system, and with that, I'll always have to live a certain way of life. No clubbing every weekend, not living on fast food or alcohol, not being out in the sun all day. And these seem like simple things, right? But you'd be surprised how many guys find it to be a problem, and obviously I'm not dating any of them now. Most guys are cool with it, but most of them haven't seen me really sick, so it's easy to say, yeah, I'm cool with it, but they don't know what it entails when I have a serious flare-up, or I need chemotherapy, or, you know, I am just sick. Except for one guy, my first serious relationship. That was hard, and I think I lost a lot of trust for partners at that time. So I learned to kind of keep it to myself after that relationship ended, unfortunately, because I didn't want to rely on a partner for support with the fear of being disappointed. It definitely takes a certain kind of partner to be able to deal with the ups and downs of having lupus, don't get me wrong. Now I have a partner that's very supportive and has created a safe space for me when I need rest, or if I'm not up to hang out or to go out, if I'm in a shitty mood or I feel like shit, or if I need my joints massaged. And also a partner that's willing to eat healthy and be active to stay healthy with you, I think is also very important. And I think that's important in a partner in general. So for anyone out there dealing with lupus, make sure you're with someone who's supportive and knows what they're committing to. When I was actively dating, it was awkward for me to tell guys about lupus. Like, when is a good time to tell someone you have a chronic, potentially sometimes debilitating disease? You know, and I remember feeling almost embarrassed by it and kind of reserved. I just didn't know. I was kind of walking around eggshells for them, and it might have just been me, as not so much, who's receiving the news. Although there were some guys who were kind of shocked by it. And, no one should be embarrassed by something they have no control over. So I completely changed my perspective. And for instance, like my cataracts, I shouldn't be embarrassed that I have cataracts. I remember going on a date and not being able to see the menu because the restaurant was so dark. And I was too embarrassed to turn on the flashlight. So I ordered the most random thing by just pointing to it. And in hindsight, it's funny now, but, I shouldn't feel like I need to hide those things, And even being intimate can be a challenge as well. So I started just telling people within the first or second date about it, especially being my age range. A lot of men are looking to settle down, and the subject of having kids comes up more often than not. It's a make or break for some people at this point, so it's better to be upfront about the fact that I may not be able to have kids. It's risky for me to have kids. The chance of miscarriage is very high among other complications when you have lupus. So yeah, dating wasn't the easiest, but when you meet the right person, it doesn't matter. In fact, my partner and I can joke about it and take every day as it comes. But anyway, if you're someone who has lupus or dealing with another chronic illness and you're afraid to tell the person you're dating about it, don't be. Don't feel ashamed or embarrassed, and don't be with someone who doesn't get it. If they can't be with you when you're in remission, what makes you think they'll be able to deal when you're going through a flare-up?
And why should you deal with their chronic acne if they can't even deal with an achy joint?
And who wants to be with someone who lacks compassion in general? So I say bye-bye.
And that is all I have for today. If you have any questions related to lupus and how I navigate around dealing with lupus, please shoot me a comment. I would love to talk about it. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching me devour this giant bowl of noodles. It was delicious. I highly recommend finding some in your area. Can't guarantee that it's going to be as good because this was homemade. And I will see you soon. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me for more content related to health and wellness. Bye.